Hi, Lena Bjorna here. Question. How do you find your God-given calling? That thing or those things that God wants you to do, or what I like to call your highest calling. Well, it really comes down to using your passions, your experiences, and your abilities for the glory of God. And usually those things go hand in hand, okay? Your passions, what you enjoy doing, usually goes hand in hand with your abilities, what you're good at, and it also is usually something that you have some sort of experience with, not necessarily professional experience, but some sort of life experience. So those three usually go hand in hand, your passions, your abilities, and your experiences. And then it comes down to discovering how you can use that to glorify God, to build His kingdom, to build His church, and be useful to God. So how do you determine this? Well, you know what? I can just tell you from my own personal experience that it came down to seeking God on a very, very deep level. When I was not doing that, when I was just kind of living a spiritual fast food life, so to speak, my desires were self-centered. My pursuits were self-centered, not Christ-centered. When I started to seek God on a very, very deep level, through prayer, through reading His Word, through fellowship, interaction with other believers, Bible studies, church, all those spiritual disciplines, when I started doing that and started doing a lot of it and really started spending a lot of quality time with God alone, for the most part, I started to see things that I didn't see before. If you're not really serious in your walk with God, you're not going to have spiritual eyes. You're not going to see, things from God's point of view. But when you start really walking with God very intimately and very closely, you're going to start discovering things, see things that you didn't see before. This is what happened with me. I've always wanted to be a professional speaker, but I always thought I was going to be talking about marketing. I've always trained, taught, coached. I am a businesswoman by profession, but I always saw myself doing those things, just teaching people marketing, which I have also done a lot of in the past, and I thought I would continue to do that and turn this into a professional speaking career. And the reason I thought that was because my desires and my pursuits were self-centered. They were not God-centered. But once I got back on track with God, He started to show me things, and He started to show me how I could use my experiences, my abilities, and my passions for His glory, and that I should be teaching about and speaking about Him and pursuing Christian speaking, okay? Christian teaching, not world-centered, secular teaching and training. Just an example for you, kind of how it happened to me. But I really do believe that it comes to just seeking God very, very deeply. And if you've already done that, and you still don't really know what your God-given calling is, your highest calling is, continue to do it. Just continue to seek Him even more deeply and more diligently, more passionately. Trust Him, pray, be patient, and just find, little ways that you can use the various abilities that you have to, to glorify God. Not everybody's called to go to the mission field. Not everybody's called to be a speaker or a business person or, a trainer. People are called to do different things. And sometimes it helps you just kind of relax a little bit about the process and not get stressed out, but just really seek God. And I do believe that when you do that, the doors will start to open. You will start to get a much clearer sense, little by little, over time, what it is that He wants you to do and how you can use your unique gifts for His glory, your good, to build His kingdom and to help other people. All right, Lina Bjorna here from Your Highest Calling. I hope that this was helpful to you. Have a great day. Talk soon.